Welcome to another episode of the WeekLEE Podcast. I'm the man in front of the camera, Darren Lee Jr., man behind the camera, Bryson and Bryce. And today we are at Unlimited Kutz, my barbershop out here in New Orleans. Going to be talking to a few of the barbers in the shop and give the whole perspective of some of the things we're going to be talking about dealing with women. And if y'all didn't check episode 20 with my barber Miguel, check it out. You'll enjoy it for sure. All right, so now we're going to start off with one of the oldest wise men in the shop.
Thank you. You're too kind, man. You're too kind. Thank you for having me.
Now introduce yourself to him.
My name is Lucius. I refuse to say my last name, but Lucius. And I'm still here. Still here. Been cutting hair for well over 30 years. Seen a lot.
Right.
Good, bad, and indifferent. Still here. And find a cup half full every day. So.
About what exactly? What exactly have you been seeing? Like, you mean with your life or just shop-wise?
It's kind of one and the same. If I'm being honest, it's one and the same because seeing people come in the shop, men, women, and children, watching the children grow up.
Right.
Some making great things out of themselves, some not making it at all. It starts to pull at your heartstrings, and it starts to make you look at your family, your sons, a little different, to hold on to them a little closer. In some cases, have to be a little tough on them, especially if you have sons.
Right.
Daughters, too, I could even say, especially with daughters, to see what takes place with some of the parents that bring their kids through here in their mindset. It kind of helps shape yours if you don't already have yours shaped.
Right.
Any of the barbers up in here could attest to, there's some kids that we see come through here, man, excited about life when they're young, end up taking the wrong path, and some of them not with us any longer. It's a plethora of reasons why. Environment, influence, all those things kind of coincide. But it kind of hardens us a little bit too. Sometimes we got to be a little tougher on some of our clients. And it might not look good at the beginning, but we play the long game. We're thinking about community because I'm from a community.
Right.
I was community-based growing up. They had guardrails when I was a kid. So if I stepped out of line outside of my house, the community checked me. I notice we don't have that today. And that scares me a little bit because now I have sons that has to grow up in this society. And I want them to have those guardrails that I grew up with, which is kind of reaching, but that don't mean I can't reach for it.
Right, because it takes more than just you.
It's very
Because it takes more than just you.
I'm glad you said that. That's an important statement. I remember one time in particular, my oldest was up in here, and a lot of people up in here watched my son grow up. And my son, some would say, possibly was a little guarded. I wouldn't say guarded. They would say sheltered. I would say guarded, because I didn't want him around the rigmarole. But I realized him seeing it and sometimes being a part of it is necessary for him to be well-rounded and have balance. What I also realized in those moments, I didn't shun him away. I brought him to the shop because I didn't shun him away from the kids that were around him that probably didn't have the opportunities that he was being provided at that time. Because that might be a friend that he might need one day. That might be a guy that may want to knock his head off. But I don't want that for him or that kid. Because
Right.
all lives will be changed. So we're going to embrace that kid too that may not have and make him a part of the situation where he may be in a position where he gives my son a job one day.
Right.
My son won't always necessarily be on the positive side of pulling up. He might need a hand up. And that kid who was shown love and consideration just for a moment goes a long way, man. And I started seeing that also, to see these kids come back and like, remember Mr. Lou when you said, man, I never forgot that. That melts my heart. I don't want to cry in front of him.
They just change somebody's life.
But
Just like
from
that.
a simple statement or a simple defense of not letting nobody jump on him too much. I also have learned, though, it's a difference between a child that needs to be told something, who never gets told anything, and a child who's used to being told and bashed all the time and browbeaten like he don't need to hear that right now. He needs to feel like somebody cares and he matters.
Yeah.
So that you got to know how to read the child, aka read the room, with a lot of these kids and some of the parents. If we being honest, some of the parents have to be real careful in those situations because once again we don't have the community like we used to. So try every day, learn something new.
So my question is, I'm gonna ask a lot of them. Do women make men who we are?
For better, for worse, or indifferent, yes. I had women make me a better person by mistreating me, by neglecting me, by not appreciating me in the moment, one way, shape, or form, because men are influenced by women. Let me say this. I used to club when I was younger. I was a clubbing fool.
Yeah.
Most men, especially back then, why did we go to the club? Because women were
Good
going to be
women.
there.
Yeah.
Women got in free. We had to pay. I'm a dancing dude. I don't drink. I don't smoke. My addiction is dancing. So I get out there and I start dancing. That's how I would meet women. It will break the ice and they will feel comfortable to come and dance with me.
Right.
So I had no game, never had game. But that was my conversation piece.
But that was your game.
That's actually was my game. I'm glad you said it. That was my game. He know how to dance. He don't know how to talk, but he know how to dance. Okay, obviously I know how to talk. But as far as trying to romance the stone, that wasn't my gift.
Right.
Dancing was. They just kind of took it the rest of the way. I just knew what to say afterwards in response. And that's what I did at every time. So, and I could elaborate so much more how women make men, for good, bad, and indifferent. For good, your mother is a woman in your life. She's your first, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, I didn't have my mama growing up, but I had a community and positive surroundings, and my grandmother raised me, right? Now, of course, it's nothing like your mother. You cannot replace mama. But my grandmother was the next best thing because she loved me unconditionally. That was the first time I was loved unconditionally. I didn't know what that meant or appreciated it until I became an adult. Never made sense to me until I got grown and I had my own kids.
Right.
So women will always have influence one way or the other. A lot of dudes I don't like, AKA simps. Women dictate their movement. A lot of reasons we have an issue today with a lot of these females that we have issue with the gender wars, or I blame simps. Whatever you feed, you will empower.
Yeah.
Simps empower these, and this is about to sound insulting. When I was a kid, I'm 53 now. When I was a kid, a 2 knew she was a 2. Today, 2s think they're 10s.
Yeah, for
and I
sure.
blame the simps and social media and filters. I'm just putting it out there. You know?
So is it safe to say that appearance for men is always important?
Because we're optical beings first.
Mm-hmm.
The visual gets us there. Your substance, if you have it, keeps us there.
Right.
So when you ask a woman what you bring to the table, I bring me to the table. That is goofy as hell every time I see that.
Yeah.
I hear that. Listen, when you stop being cute, what's special about you to make him stick around? Because it's always the next cute face.
Mm-hmm.
It's a prerequisite to be pretty. Everybody's pretty. Now you can go buy a pretty.
Yeah.
What's special about you that separates you from every other female to make me want to stay? What do you see in me to make me want to give you my last name? That carries weight. So us guys are always looking. We look at the ugly ones to make sure they're ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly is a relative term, by the way. I get it. It's beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So the non-traditional beauties is what I mean,
Right.
as far as ugly goes. But a lot of times we gonna look. What I'm learning is a lot of females today are also very visual. But the most important thing to some of the ones I hear that come to the barbershop is how comfortable you can make their lives. It's not about looks.
Right.
J-Lo cheated on Puffy, who's very rich, with a background dancer. Guess he was available.
Yeah.
For the time being, type having fun, I guess. So finances mean the most, but a lot of these women want everything at once, and that still might not be enough.
It still won't be.
It won't. I was just trying to be nice. It will not be.
No, never enough.
Never enough. We satisfied when we got something like, I'm good with this and we can get content. I was asked a question a while back, and I'm standing on this.
Mm-hmm.
Who loves harder, men or women? Without thinking about it, I said men. A woman said, no, women love harder. I said, no, when a man truly loves, he's willing to die and kill behind what he loves.
Yeah.
Not many
Women
women
ain't
are.
doing that. Yeah. They ain't
So
doing that.
if a person tells me about this one woman, don't give me the exception to the rule and make it the rule. That's not the rule. That's the exception.
Yeah.
Men, when we love, everything is in play. We don't play behind our kids and the women we truly love. So men love harder, man. It can be dangerous if you're not careful.
Appreciate you, though, Lou.
Oh, man,
that's
appreciate
just
you
your
having me,
quick
man.
little brief,
Been
man.
trying to get here. Sorry, but ladies and gentlemen, it took for him to come to me. So
I had
he
to
did his
come.
part.
I had to come to the shop.
And I greatly appreciate it because my timing is just weird between me and comic books. That's what matters to me. I'm a comic book geek. This brother had to come to me in my Marvel DC universe, and I'm glad he came, man. Proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, big
Thank
brother.
you.
My man, definitely. Who's next?
Come here, Cap. Now we got the seafood man behind the camera. The man who do the seafood in the shop. Introduce yourself, my man.
On Instagram is Dr. Black, the guy. I'm Dr. Black, the barber. But I'm Kev, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah.
How long you been a barber?
I've been coming for home since 2014. I've been officially.
Yeah.
I've been cutting all my life pretty much though, but I got my license in 2014.
And where you from, Kev?
I'm from out of Paris, St. Bernard Paris.
St. Bernard Paris.
Yeah.
Now I got a simple question to ask you.
What you got?
Do you feel women make men who we are?
That's a loaded question, bro. Yeah and no. Because if you look at society, what we got right now, a lot of women raising them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But so in a sense, yes. To get a strong, balanced young man, it takes both parents. You know what I'm saying? But these days, it's kind of hard because 80% of our households being raised by single parents.
Yeah.
By single mothers. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the statistics, most of the criminal activity come from single mother households.
Mm-hmm.
And the single father households is way more structured and they end up better.
Yeah. Than they think.
Yeah.
But where do you really feel like most of that influence comes from, just as far as men not being in the kids' life?
Well, that was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They took us out the homes on purpose and gave them, the government became the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They did this way back in the 70s. They took us out the house intentionally. Because if you look at it even during slavery and afterwards, our households was pretty much married.
Yeah.
Like at 90-some%. But so it was an effort to get us out the household so the government could have control over our children.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's not our fault at the end of the day, but I think we're doing better these days because I see you, in the shop. You come with your little ones all the time.
Yeah.
We got a lot of men come with their children. So I see the tide changing from what it was, but that's what it's been over the years.
Yeah. And how do you like feel with the whole just watching generations while you cutting hair?
I like it. I love to see it. Like I said, you come with your sons, and then we get the sons come with the sons. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see that. Like I said, it's changing, and it's good to see the generations how we see it over here.
Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for your brief, bro.
Anytime, bro. Appreciate it.
So now I got my barber, Miguel, who been cutting my hair since 2009. How long you been cutting hair?
Not that long, like about, give or take, about 34, 35 years. That's about it. Ain't that long, though.
That is that long. I'm 34. That is that long.
Oh, I don't even look at it being like that.
But you're not even that old. That's why it makes it that long.
That's all I could do. I was forced to do it. Like my mama made me sit in the room and cut my brother hair, and he was older than me. So I couldn't go outside or nothing unless I did what she told me to do, and she made me cut his hair. So
that's how you started cutting hair?
No, man, I'm lying.
I'm about to say I ain't never done like that before.
Nah, I just always like first time I ever walked in a barbershop that I could remember. I just always liked the smell, the environment, the way people was talking. Then I already knew I never was gonna get a real job, so I had to do something.
Right.
And I chose hair.
So, question: do you feel women make men who we are?
Yeah, I could say that.
I mean, in mother aspect, partner aspect.
I'll tell you like this, right?
Yeah.
Majority of us strive harder after a woman than messed over us.
Yeah.
Like, we try harder with ourselves because we feel like we didn't do something right for her to play on us like that. But some of them just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But still, from them being messed up or whatever the situation is, man, we gonna try harder because we gonna feel like it was something we wasn't doing that made that mistake or situation happen.
Right, made that woman leave us alone.
Like
That's over.
we can't stop them from slipping and the nigga falling on top of them.
Yeah.
We can't help that, but we still put it in our mind, or it was something that we was doing that made us allow that to happen. So yeah, women put us up on our game, good or bad, but yeah.
So let me think about this to ask you. Do women really want their man to be successful? Like, say for instance, if a woman leave you alone, like you said, and then you find another one, and then she see you at this point, and then you bust your ass to become the man that you want to be.
Well, to answer that, a woman do want to see you exceed, but a little girl don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a little girl won't stay a little girl. She won't stay down there. But a woman, she want to elevate. She want everything to elevate. She want herself to elevate. She want you to elevate. She want your business, her business, anything dealing with the kid. Everything she want to elevate. She don't never want to stick at that level. But a little girl, she want to stay. She could be 36, still want to be 12 years old.
Yeah.
She still want to go outside and play.
Yeah.
She still got piss in her drawers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a woman wants to see you elevate, but a little girl, you already know what that shit about.
Right. But make sure y'all come in the East, New Orleans, get y'all hair cut. All Unlimited Kutz.
9511.
And this is the WeekLEE Podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next week.